Our next core competency 3, is causal analysis. I will use it interchangeably with problem solving. I don't want to confuse anybody here. It's just easier to say problem solving than causal analysis. I'm going to talk about being a role model, breaking solving down to smaller steps, problem solving in real time with teens, older kids, younger kids, therapy scheduling in a group, brainstorming, setting rules, making good decisions, problem solving during play, problem solving at home, recognizing attempts at solutions, and scripts to encourage problem solving. So let's get started talking about our core competency of causal analysis. An ability to analyze problems and accurately determine their causes is really important when we are talking about problem solving. And competence in analyzing problems obviously leads to confidence in solving problems, but we really have to help children break down their problems. Okay? And we all know in life we have problems and we need to be able to solve them. And again, being able to do that, first, we need to, analyze the problem, identify the problem. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. And we can use problem solving to prevent serious issues from arising or as an antidote for chronic problems, and we're going to see how we could do that. And really, this really does fall under the purview of our job as an SLP because we really need to help clients improve their overall function and independence by learning decision-making and problem-solving skills. Okay, Fogel and Flasher said this, not me. But again, there's so much language when we do these lessons and we do problem solving in real time with our students. There's so much language that we're modeling for them. Also, a child who is able to solve problems. We mentioned at the beginning, it's one of the executive functions. They call it cognitive flexibility. Remember, we said that is a better predictor of academic success than the cognitive, like academic skills. All right, so we need to help children learn how to identify the problem, okay? And once they're able to identify the problem, then we can move on to focus on solutions. So we can role model, right? And we could use the talk out loud technique, which I love to use. So we could say things like, oh no, there's only one place next to me at the table. That is a problem because all of you want to sit next to me. What can we do to solve the problem, right? We role model identification of the problem. Oh no, 2 children want the blue marker and there's only 1 blue marker. This is a problem. We need a solution. What should we do? Guys, we have a problem. We were supposed to have our presentations today, but there's an assembly. What can we do? Okay, so again, we role model identifying the problem. Now, this is from the Help 4 book. I'm sure you've heard of Help 1, Help 2, Help 3, Help 4. They're just like invaluable resources. So this is just in the problem-solving session in the Help 4 book. So again, you just, as much as you can help children break down their problems into little pieces and do a practice with them doing that, again, it'll just allow them to learn how to practicing with them with hopefully carry over into when they have actual problems, and they'll be able to use these problem-solving skills on their own. That's the ultimate goal here. So just to help I love the way they break down all the problem solving, all the steps that you need for problem solving, right? You need items needed to perform activities, like what do you need to scramble an egg? What do you need to send a letter? Identifying items needed to solve a problem or meet a need. If you were giving a birthday party, what would you need? Just naming the initial steps to perform activities. This all helps us practice problem solving skills. All right, so a little bit more on showing the respect for a child struggle is to use a great phrase, sometimes it helps. This allows children to hear advice and even other useful information. So, and this is if you have to give like sort of a direct command or direct information. Sometimes kids bawl and they don't like to hear your advice, but if you start your advice with the phrase, sometimes it helps, again, they'll be able to hear it better. So this is for the example. Instead of saying, cover half the paper with your hand, you could say, Too many words on a paper can be hard to work with. Sometimes it helps to use your finger as a marker or cover the other words on the paper with your hand. Instead of put your tongue here to make an S sound, you can say sometimes it helps to look in the mirror to see where you put your tongue when making the S sound, okay? Softer, softens it up a little bit.